So why I keep hearing all this hoopla about the no call at the end of Game 5? Y'all really complaining about that? Detroit, y'all better than that, man. But let's get into it. I ain't gonna waste y'all time. Let's get into it.
I will say this to you. Let me correct myself. I don't want to see the game end like that either. But we're not going to get on JB about it like he did something wrong by pointing that out. It was clearly a foul. He was.
First things first. Stephen A is one of the number one Cleveland haters on planet Earth. He try to fake like he liked the people here and all that. This man hate on Cleveland for no reason at all. I understand you from New York, but like, bro, this dude he hate Cleveland, bro. But again, he won't hate on cities like Detroit, like Milwaukee. He don't do that. He don't, man. It's just Cleveland. Let's continue. Just had to put it out there.
Tripped, Big Perk. And it was the end of regulation, and Asur Thompson could have went to the free throw line and won the game. You certainly don't want to win the game on that play, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. The fact of the matter is it did happen. That was a foul. It should have been called, and as a result, Detroit would have been in a position to win the game. Now, nobody's making excuses for Detroit. You are up 15 points by 15 points in the first.
Yes, you are. You making excuses. That's exactly what you're doing. Yeah.
First half. You were up 9 with 3 minutes left. You should not have lost this game. There never should have been an overtime. All of that is true, and I get that part. But still in all, the game has to be played. And in the process of the game being played, that was clearly a foul. It should have been called. It wasn't called. And considering the age of technology, you know, the fact that calls are checked and double checked and stuff like that, and Tony Brothers didn't make that call, that was kind of egregious. I mean, it's an incredibly important thing. Now you're the Detroit Pistons. Instead of going to the free throw line and closing the game out because that's a game you should have won and you didn't, now you're down 3-2 having to go back to Cleveland and you're in a bad spot. And again, you brought that on yourself for the most part because of what you let Cleveland come back from. And especially, like Big Perk said, the lack of production from your bigs. Evan Mobley for the Cavs, 16 points, better than 50% shoot from the field over the last few games. He's been balling. Jared Allen and him been doing their thing. They combined for like 35 points, 18 rebounds last night.
Talk about
They've been doing their thing. You're not getting that level of production from your bigs in Detroit. I understand it. I get it. And obviously, they deserve to lose this game based on those components. But that one play, there is no way that should have been a no call. That should have been a call. There's no way around that.
See? Like, but now I'm about to play because what they failed to mention, ironically, a second before that play happened with Jared Allen and the guy, Asar, he potentially fouled the hell out of Donovan Mitchell. But ain't nobody talking about it. Let's run it. Wow. Hello? So you didn't see that? How come ain't nobody talking about that? Let's look at it again real quick. Real quick. Boom. Now, given that it's the playoffs, it's a late game situation, I wouldn't have called that. I wouldn't have called a foul there. That's a cool no call. I'm cool with that, right? But now let's look at the second half of the play. Because I don't know why everybody acting all crazy. So you see it's a loose ball, right? You see it start hit the ball down. So the ball, they both going for the ball. Okay? So then in the heat of the exchange, or both of them going for the ball, he ended up falling. So, like, how you gonna call a foul on that? It's like, to me, it's like the same thing as like when you watching football and you have incidental contact, right? For y'all that know football, you know, I'm primarily a football channel. Get back to that too, by the way, but I digress. It's incidental contact. You have a receiver and the DB running down the field. They both running down the field, and they come to a point where I guess they get too close, and their legs tangle up and they both fall. That's not pass interference. That's why you will see them not call nothing. It's incidental contact. In this case, they both going for the ball, a loose ball. They both got the right to the ball. It just so happened that they knees bumped and dude fell. But again, ain't nobody spinning it that way. So just listen. We won game 5. We up 3-2. So now, tonight is game 6 in Cleveland. Now I say it again. If y'all want to win game 6, be my guest. So now keys to victory. The big three, we do got a fake big three. I say it's a fake big three. Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan Mobley. Y'all got to come to play, man. I need at least 20 from all y'all. And I say for real, like, I need 30 from Donovan at least. Role players. We know Max Strus coming to ball. You know what I'm saying? He didn't prove that already. He coming to ball. Who else is coming to help him? Right? Now, let me think about that. Let me think. You know what? I think tonight it's going to be Dennis Schroeder. I think it's going to be Dennis Schroeder. I'm going to say that. I think it's going to be Dennis Schroeder. He probably going to be the one. I need all y'all to play well, though. You know what I'm saying? Again, let's close it out. We don't want to go back to Detroit. Detroit cool. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to go back for game 7. Let's just close them out. And get out of here with all this nonsense, bro. That was both no calls. The refs did the right thing. Also, too, with that play, you'll notice that refs, they do it in for all sports. If they see a foul happen on one side, so like basically they missed that call with Donovan, they could have called a foul there, and that would have been free throws going for our way. They missed that call, so then bam, a second later, another so-called no call happens. They don't call it, right? That's just how they do it in sports. So why we acting all crazy and ridiculous? I don't get it. But you know what? Like I say, I just do YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? But again, who y'all think gonna win the game tonight? Drop it in the comments. Your early predictions for player of the game. I think it's gonna be Donovan Mitchell. I think player of the game I think Donovan gonna go off because he really want to advance. So let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. But at the end of the day gotta end. But before it does, go Cavs.